Okay, we got this thing. Oh my God, I don't want to be wearing a Mustang shirt with a Chevy hat. What am I doing? Oh God, I almost feel like that this shirt's gonna be even worse. It was a gift. Okay, so a little disclaimer before I start. This is episode 2 of the Corvette restoration series. In this episode, we're going to be sanding down the car, me and my coworker, Paul. Now, just to be clear, I don't know anything when it comes to painting a car. That's why I have him to help with sanding it down, prepping the car, painting the car. Again, I'm not looking for a Barrett Jackson quality paint job. I'm just looking for a basic driver's paint job because the paint was so bad. So if you see something in this video that you're like, oh no way, this is not how it's done. Again, this is my car. Let me suffer the consequences for if I screw something up. So with that said, enjoy the ride. If you want, you can skip to here if you want to just get straight to the sanding part. But if you want to watch this whole little introduction section, I welcome you to do so. Okay, so changing plans. Originally we were going to take the headlights out so that we could get to the headlight brace and then basically weld that back together to the fiberglass on top, but it's a lot more involved than we thought. So because of time constraints, and I had a certain time that I was going to be taking the car over to my coworker's house to start sanding the car, that's what we're going to focus on right now. So let's get going. So obviously I am loaded to the max with everything here to get this thing going. To do that.
They were playing that album half earlier today on LAV.
Were they?
Yeah, and laughing, going into town thinking you.
So we're at Paul's house. Are we doing? Am I okay to call you Paul? Oh, you're Paul's on your.
Yeah, it's got my name on the shirt. I guess.
You're the manager?
Not anymore.
You're not going to manage this thing?
We'll manage to try to do our best on this.
We'll manage to do the best we can on that. So Paul's just taking a look at the car right now. He's looking at, oh my God, what did we get ourselves into? Is what he's thinking right now.
Too late. Been there, done that already.
And if you're hearing the meowing sound, that's Spot over here. She's in her cage because she'll escape and start creating little spots. I know! So it looks like a mess, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll be alright. Should sand out pretty easy. A couple little repairs here and there. Gonna take a little work, but I think we'll get it.
Oh yeah.
What kind of paint they have on this thing?
Well, that is my fault.
Is that from using like a paint stripper by chance?
That, no. Are you talking about the top stuff?
Yeah. No, this here is it seems kind of soft.
It's because it's that duplicolor custom wrap crap.
Oh Jesus! Are you f***ing kidding me? Let's go fishing.
Well, let's scrap it.
Put that sucker in a 4-wheel drive frame here.
Oh, we can't get this thing off. Well, let me see if I can. It'd be really funny if it was really actually glued on there. This was a double take. We already took this off once. Just didn't get to show the camera. All right, so one emblem off. What is Paul thinking right now?
Well, I'm scraping this paint off and right down to the fiberglass substrate on the nose here. You do have to repair this part here, but that peeled off rather easily, and then maybe you don't want to leave a rough edge on it by any means, so we'll sand that probably with like a 220 just to give it a roughness to where the primer and the paint will stick on it. And we'll just sand everything else here and see how it comes out. It peeled off a lot better than I thought it was going to. Looked pretty smooth, or pretty easy.
Nice. Yeah, you're gonna love that stuff.
You already do.
So let this be a lesson not to buy the Duplicolor custom wrap. Only if you're trying to get yourself out of a pinch. It looks good the first 2 months you use it, and then after that, you start getting dirt and grime and all this junk. So obviously I am completely a newbie to this, and the way I would think I'm going too hard, but looks like, you know, you don't have to be super gentle. In order to get that stuff off, you got to kind of dig in just a little bit. Doesn't seem to hurt the urethane at all.
A little bit, but leave your blade flat where it's not digging in.
It's only gliding across.
Yeah. More flat, leave your blade to see what comes off.
So far what you're looking at doesn't look like it's, oh boy, you're not gonna fix that.
Yeah, it's kind of what it is. It's an older car, you know, it's not perfect shape. I mean, we can sand a lot of this out, although this is cracked real bad, so.
Oh, with all this here?
Yeah, that's gonna have to come out and get that smooth. So they probably painted this car before, and they did not use a flexing agent in this, and this gives when you're driving 100.
Oh, so you're saying I can sand this out,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
we'll be able to use that flexible agent.
Careful, get those cracks right out of there, and then we'll put a flex agent in it to where it'll allow the paint to flex with the part, and it should not get this. That's kind of my guess is what happened, or maybe just over the years, age or whatever. But
right. So as he was sanding this down, you can see this is beneath the primer, right, Well?
yeah, sanded it down. We scraped the outer layer of the original paint, or the paint that we're taking off. Scraped it away with scrapers, and I decided to just hit it with a little lady grit around the edges to just kind of smooth it and see what we got to work with. There's a couple gouge spots where kind of hit it with a razor. Sand that back. See how you get that off there? And it's all white underneath. This car has definitely been repainted before. Looks like they did a pretty fair job on it. Primer's sticking to the original paint good. I don't know if they didn't sand the primer before they repainted it or what, but got a lot of blotches in the new paint. Almost looks like they might have painted it with a lacquer or something and didn't prep it right. It's too bad because I honestly think they did a
Good job with the underneath.
With priming it and getting it ready for top coat paint. But the top coat didn't stay on it very well. So we'll see if we can fix that.
All right.
Changing colors.
It is. Don't look too bad?
Yeah.
He's pretty covered.
Ah, shit. Just made mud out of that. That's how you can tell when you got some paint off in the car.
Yeah. You start looking like the Tin Man, even though there's no tin on this car.
Yeah, I bet you I can sand down to some.
Yeah.
I suggest if I get runs in it, we'll just get somebody over here with magic markers and we'll put a mountain scene on the side.
Use that for where the runs are?
Yeah. Yeah, then nobody would even know it then. You know, they'll think that's so cool with a mountain scene on the side.
Oh, wow.
What made you think of that? Oh, my damn painter. Screwed up my paint, so he got some magic markers out. Had his 5-year-old kid come out here and draw on the car.
So day one was complete. We're on to day 2 now. We've got most of the top half sanded. We've got just a little bit here to go and on the back side. And then it's off to the side panels here on the doors, the fenders. There's a couple of spots that are gouged just from when we were using the razor blade, and that's gonna happen. So let me show you what those look like. So unfortunately, every once in a while you're gonna run into situations like that. That definitely is dug into the paint. It's gonna happen, so that's not something that putty won't be able to fix. So just have to watch those spots, look out for them. I got one little spot here that has a warp in it. You can't see it, but you can feel it with your hand. As you run across this, you can feel this concave feeling. Just a little ripple in the fender there. And that's not the same on this side. So there are a lot of contours on this car. Looks like that it was filled at one point. So now we got all of this to do. Yay! I just wanted to say that sometimes you can go from power sanding back to the razor blade and just have to kind of use a combination of the two, especially for these small crevice areas. Like Cole's doing.
Or you can go back to the power tools and enjoy the crap out of the guy that's running the camera.
So I haven't been filming the whole thing because obviously you don't want to sit there and just watch us sand all day. But we've got basically that panel done. So the front quarter panel here, the door, back quarter panel. Pretty much all sanded down. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with the back bumper here. Because obviously it's got all these stress cracks, it's hard to see. So we'll have to talk with the paint supply shop and see what they want us to do. If we want to, what'd you say, Paul? Take it all the way down to the urethane?
Take it down to the plastic and probably get a primer with flex agent in it to stick. So it won't crack again, hopefully.
So we're about to do this side now and hopefully we'll be done. The whole car, leopard skin.
It'll be rough. If that's the way you want it, we can go ahead and clear coat it the way it is and look kind of cool, really, a little different.
Leopard skin. Oh, you stayed till the end of the video. I congratulate you. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, anything that you have as far as feedback. Please make sure to subscribe if you already haven't. There will be more videos coming soon, so I'll see you in the next one.